All right, the high-resolution wireframe layout is, of course, complete. And as you can see, I've gone and closed out of it, saved them up, and closed out of them. We're now ready to move on to the next wireframe layout here inside Illustrator, which will be our medium-resolution wireframe. Now, because we've already been through this once with the high-resolution wireframe, I think we will move a little bit faster now. We've gotten accustomed to working, for instance, with the transform panel and some of the other methods that I've shown you already. So now we can move forward and build our medium resolution wireframe. And then once that's finished, we can move forward to the low resolution wireframe. All right, so let's get things underway here. In this exercise, what we'll do is we'll set up our brand new blank document here inside Illustrator, of course, by starting off underneath the File menu and then down to New, or Control-N or Command-N on your keyboard if you wish. All right. Now, once again, we find ourselves inside the New Document dialog box. What I'm going to do right off the bat here is I'm going to head for my width and height fields. I want to set the dimensions for this guy. And I'm going to change it up here because obviously this is going to be our medium resolution layout. And don't forget that our medium resolution responsive design is going to be targeting device resolutions from 481 pixels to 123 pixels. So because this medium resolution layout is going to be used in a variety of scenarios, what I've decided to do here is split the difference between those two values and go with a value of 750 pixels for the width. Now that's just myself. You can go a little bit higher if you want or a little bit lower. Doesn't really matter a whole lot. Okay? All right, so there's the width. I hope that makes sense for you. Again, this gets a little bit different here. As far as the height's concerned, I'm going to change this up as well. I don't really know exactly where my height's going to wind up. It's going to be less than 1600, I think. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take a bit of a guess here, a bit of a shot in the dark. I'm going to go with 1200 pixels. Okay, for the high-resolution wireframe layout, I knew exactly what the value was. This time I don't. So I'm going to throw in a value of 1200 pixels, and if we need more space, we'll add it on. If we need less space, we can subtract it off the bottom. Okay, so there we go. I think everything else is looking good here. We have our orientation. Our unit of measurement is still set to pixels from earlier on. RGB for our color mode. Go ahead and click OK to have Illustrator create your document for you. And before we close out of this lesson, I want to go and save this guy as well, just so we have them all saved up here. So once again to the File menu, and then down to Save As, and I'm going to call this guy, instead of High Resolution Wireframe, I'm going to call this Medium Resolution. There we go, Medium Resolution Wireframe.ai into my Work Files folder. All right, go ahead and save that up. All right, and we get our Illustrator options dialog box coming up. I'm just going to click on OK to accept the defaults. Now we're ready to begin adding in our wireframe elements.